What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Executives View. I am your host, Aaron Sirius Simmons, and this is the view from on top, man. You can be anywhere in the world, put your head with the execs, and I do appreciate that. You guys know how I get down, man. If you see the show, share the show. We're all over the place, man. We on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok. We're doing big things to be places to definitely want to take everybody along for the journey. I don't do this by myself, man. I got a slew of brothers that are sitting here ready to chop it up, talk about everything around the world of sports. The homie villains in the building. What's going on, villain? How we doing, sir?
Super villain. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Good to see
We
you.
good. We in here chilling, man. We got a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to get to it. Larry, what's going on, big dog? How we doing, sir?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Watching these Stanley Cup Finals, man. 3-1,
Yeah,
brother. 3-1.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
it's been must see TV, bro.
I'll be honest with you,
Finals always
dude.
on, man.
We'll
Finals
talk
always on.
about it here in a little bit, but I haven't been this invested in a non-Pittsburgh Penguins NHL Finals in a long time, man. This has been really good hockey, and the whole sports world is involved with it. You know what I'm saying? We had a fan that, paid Danhausen, human monies to curse the team. And, I mean, it's been crazy, man. So we'll touch that here in a little bit, but I wanted to touch on a topic that's been blowing up as of the last, 8 to 12 hours, if you will. You brought it to us in the chat, and I wanted to bring it to us here on air, man. Brendan Sorby, I believe he's at Texas Tech, yeah, has been ruled eligible to play based off of a judge ruling. It's kind of sending a weird message, if you ask me. But I wanted to throw this around the room and have you guys kind of talk about it. You brought it to our attention first, Larry. Man, where's your head at, big dog?
Dude, like, this is the part that pisses me off about this whole situation, right? Um, he was ruled ineligible. He's a transfer, right? Transfer
Mm-hmm.
portal guy. We all know Texas Tech felt like, hey, they were a quarterback away from probably playing for a national championship, right? And then you get into the whole thing of now he got caught with the gambling, and then he was so-called ineligible, and then now a judge says he's eligible, right? So then guys was like, oh, well, we're not gonna play Texas Tech. We want to not play against them in any games. And I'm like, so what's any difference between what he did and what Ole Miss did for Trinidad Chambers? And people are like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay, here comes Larry with his SEC bias stuff. And I'm like, it was SEC schools talking about not playing against a team with a guy who was declared eligible by a judge, but you got a guy in your own conference that was declared eligible by a judge that the NCAA said he did not have any more eligibility. So what's the difference? Make it make sense. Like, it does not make any sense to me that, like I said, two wrongs don't make a right. Like, you can't say one guy he's eligible because the judge said he was. We have no problem with that. But then another guy he's eligible because a judge said he's eligible. Then now we got a problem with that. And
Yeah.
people are going in arms about, oh, we're not gonna play any games. What is that? What does that got to do with anybody else at Texas Tech? Does the basketball team they have to suffer because the football team does something? And then now everybody's talking about not playing any games versus anybody in the school. I'm just like, man, it's one of the things where when does it stop? Because remember how we said before on this show, and Steve was like, Larry, you're going too far. When you give somebody an inch, you know what they'll do? They're
They
gonna
take
take
them
a
out.
mile. They'll take a mile. So, like I said, the, we all said Trinidad Chambers, man, you out of eligibility. Go to the NFL. We talked about it numerous times. These guys, 25, 26 year olds, keep getting eligibility. He got the inch because he was cleared eligible after the NCAA said he wasn't. Texas Tech went the mile. So because they went the mile, now people are in up arms about it.
So here's my retort to that, and villain,
I
I
get,
thought
I
that
get
should be, I
everything.
thought that
I
should be,
get it. I get what people saying because it's gambling.
that's my thing though. So if you get busted for gambling, hell, we can go NFL, we can go MLB, we can go NBA, NCAA. If you get busted for gambling and subsequently get kicked off the team or suspended, you should not be rewarded eligibility because you yourself put in your ticket. You yourself gamble. Like it's not like it was a couple years ago when they were getting fined and penalized for name, image, and likeness, and getting their Heisman strip, Reggie Bush style, and all this other type of stuff. But in today's day and age, he was allowed is being allowed to play, and he has an open gambling investigation in front of him, and so it's kind of like cutting off the nose to spite of your face type of situation that's going on in Texas Tech. And I understand it's not, I don't think it's an SEC thing. I think it's a matter of right versus wrong here.
But
Um,
when you open the door for that, like I said,
but see,
somebody's
you
gonna,
kept referencing Trinidad Chambliss. Trinidad Chambliss just wanted to play, get eligibility to keep playing because either A, there's more money to be made for him in college, or B, he likes being at Ole Miss.
look. This is where I
This
get
is
it.
different though. This is
Yeah, but
this is a
this is
profit
what
thing.
this is why I don't have a difference in it, because if the NCAA say you're ineligible, in my eyes, you should be ineligible. But he opened the door to say, "Oh, we're going to go to a judge." Just so happen he's in Mississippi, and the judge is going to say he can play. So now we're at a gambling problem. What's next? Will it be something more egregious? And the judge is like, you know what, man, that dude gonna run for 3,000 yards. You know what? I am a alma mater of said school. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
rule him eligible. That's what I said. You one person may take it an inch, somebody else may take it a mile. But when you open the door, bro, that's what happened. You open Pandora's box, bro. And this is what these teams did to get guys eligible because they want to get them on the field. So now you
Mm-hmm.
open Pandora's box. Now you got to deal with it.
Villain, talk to me, man. Where's your head at?
Yeah, I mean Pandora's box has been open for quite a while, and I'm not looking at Chambliss or the SEC as a reason why. Like there's an analogy that the NCAA is built on a house of cards, and if you know what that means, that's an old school term. That's exactly what the NCAA has been for years. That money has always been involved. It's been under the table. You never knew about it, and now it's out in front of your face with these kids transferring every year, not even every other
Mm-hmm.
year, every year to chase the dollar. So now you got Chambliss wanting to come back, and how are they doing it through the legal system now? And Sorsby is Chambliss set that type of precedent, but Sorsby is a different beast in all in itself because and I know Coach is going to go, and I want to leave him time to reflect on this. But like, it's gambling. It's gambling. Like, so that this kid is allowed to play despite betting on college football and on his own team.
Mm-hmm.
He shouldn't. If to your point, serious, if there was any type of gambling in any sport, you're suspended for quite a while. Pete
Mm-hmm.
Rose is still not in the Hall of Fame, and this kid, a judge, really thought it was okay. Why? Because the biggest booster at Texas Tech is juiced in with the legal system. That's why. That's why this kid is eligible. So it's a whole corrupt system that the integrity of college sports in general, college football in particular, has been questioned for years, and now it's in front of everybody's face. And college sports might not survive. It might survive because it's college sports, but
Mm-hmm.
the integrity of the game is so diminished, and this just another house, like another card in the house of cards that's just going to topple this whole thing down. I think it's disgusting that this kid is eligible to play. I think the everything around it is even worse. The biggest booster at Texas Tech, these colleges now want to be holier than thou and say don't schedule them. It's ridiculous. It's getting worse by the day, and I don't know how you justify any of it.
I mean, fair points, fair points. Coach, what's up, big dog? How we doing this evening, sir?
Not great.
Okay,
Um,
all right.
yeah,
Get in where you feeling, man. We're talking about Brendan Shambles, Brendan Swordsby here.
yeah, yeah.
Where's your head at, man? I just mixed the two names together.
Look, I mean, because like I mean, you mentioned these two names, and I mean, it's apples and oranges. Apple and orange are both fruit, but they're different. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll start my monologue that way. So here's the thing. Again, Barry kind of like hit on my point. It's like Chambliss is just trying to kind of like do something that kids have always done. Like these young men always do. Like, how can I play more football? It's like that isn't against the law. You know, gambling and betting, like that's against the law. It's like for we've seen it. We would joke about it, where it's like, hey, man, this guy came in with Miami with Ed Reed, and he's still trying to play. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like we haha, we laugh at you, we joke about that, whatever like that. But it's
But
like,
it's true.
but it's true,
Right,
you know,
right.
exactly. Like we sat on this very show and we talked about how like Indiana had a bunch of 25-year-olds, you know what I'm saying, on their team, you know, and they were going up against the let's keep it buck, the 21-year-olds that played for Miami in the national championship game, you know. But the Sorsby thing again is like I have on my Astros stuff. The Astros, we all know what happened. Bang bang, you know, like trash can game. Like what the Astros did. Yeah, okay. The Astros, everybody cheats. The Astros took it too far. The Astros did something that jeopardized the integrity. That is a word that I feel like people are overlooking. Integrity. It's like, okay, yeah, everybody's doing it, and it's like the integrity of the game was put in question because of what the Astros did. Because now it's like, oh well, like they cheated a little bit too hard. You know, so then with you know, and that's the thing. It's like everybody cheats, like Apple Watches and stuff like this, and you know, laptops and whatnot. It's like the Astros cheated a little bit too hard, and then it's just like, so you look at them and it's like, hey guys, you cheated a little bit too hard. With Texas, it's like with this whole thing, it's like Texas Tech, they're going too hard. It's like it's levels to this stuff. It's like you can't put Chambliss in the same boat as what Sorsby did. Sorsby was
Right.
gambling on results. It's like gambling on something that you can benefit from. It's like insider trading. It's like I am like people go to jail. Martha Stewart went to jail for it. Martha Stewart, yes, that Martha Stewart went to prison, which is a lot more than what Brandon Swansby's going to do. He's going to miss 2 whole games and get to keep all that money that Cody Campbell gave him. You know, and again, these other schools being all holier than thou and like, oh well, we're gonna not play Texas Tech because like we're trying to protect the integrity of the game, and it's like, okay, I get it. The integrity of college football has been compromised long ago. You know, that ship has sailed because college sports, not just college football, but college sports in general, more so the big sports, college football, baseball, basketball, they're glorified minor league systems for pros. Like let's keep it what it is. And it's like you finally let the kids get a piece of the pie and then things like this happen. But I don't want to condemn. It's like I feel like we all were like, hey, maybe of this $3 billion, maybe give the guys and girls who are actually on the court, on the field, whatever like that, maybe give them a little piece. But then like the NCAA, and we've talked this before, they threw the rock and then hit their hand. They're like, oh well, this is what y'all wanted, right? Y'all wanted the players to get, you know, paid, so that this is what happens because like if he didn't have all this money, maybe he wouldn't gamble. Ha 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 ha. You know, and it's like, no, he was gonna do that anyway. He was betting on pre 2024 Indiana. He was making losing bets. Yo, he like, so again,
Unless he was betting against his team
unless he was betting against his team. Because it's like, you can say what you want to about Pete Rose, but Pete Rose like, well, I was betting on my guys.
to
You know,
win.
to win, not to lose. Who like Sorsby? He even admitted he's like, I was trying to feel closer to the team by betting on them and stuff like that. It's like the guys who like you're sitting right next to, like on the training table, the guys who you like you trying to feel closer with those guys. Like anyway, but I'm gonna take a hard left turn on this thing because it's like, you know, if Brandon Sorsby was an alcoholic, he goes to rehab. He's like, I'm clean. I'm no longer alcoholic. Then everybody be like, okay, man, he's so brave. He's so like he went there. He fought his addiction. It's like, I mean, I'm not here. Look, I don't have a heaven or hell to put him in. He can lie to me all you want to. He can't lie to the man in the mirror. You know, and it's like if he truly has a gambling addiction and like needed help for it and went to go seek help for it, then albeit like who am I to judge him or whatever like that. But it just seems fishy. But then it's like again, so if you have a drug addict, you have an alcoholic, and you have somebody like Swordsby who says he has a gambling addiction, do you level it out? Do you say, okay, well, this man on heroin is much worse than the man who drinks too much, and then against the man who gambles too much? So do you see 3 addicts, or do you break it down into like which one's worse? Which addict is worse? You know. So like again, I live in a gray area A lot of people don't. It's like there's nuance. I always yell about like there's nuance in everything. Everything isn't black, white, hot, cold, up, down. And again, it's just like I always try to see both sides of things. It's like, look, in this situation, I think it's a bunch of BS. But if Sorsby truly has an addiction and went to rehab and got it figured out and was like, hey man, I am addicted to gambling. It's like I know I shouldn't be doing this, but like I need help to battle this addiction. Then him going into treatment and getting the help and stuff like that and beating his whatever addiction he has to gambling is fine. But I say all that to say this. It's like Calvin Ridley didn't get the grace and he's a professional athlete. Okay? Maybe it's a little bit different with a professional athlete, but I mean again, it's like Calvin really didn't get the grace. He was getting down on his own team and he was doing this stuff like he was gambling. And this is where I'm conflicted because it's just like, okay, we are a country built on giving people second chances. And it's like, hey man, like you fall down 7 times, get up 8. But it's like also I feel like Cody Campbell isn't doing Texas Tech any favors by being so flagrant with it. They're not apologetic
That's
at
another thing I
all.
didn't think about. Yeah, they haven't put out a statement or anything.
They're not
Right.
doing themselves
I
any
wouldn't either.
favors. You know,
They
because
just had a call, right? Coach
yeah,
to the
Yeah,
Big
they got a
12 had a
call to air
call.
out grievances. Yeah.
yeah,
And the dude, the AD, what's it, Holt? He didn't.
Hoke, yeah, and don't get me started on Kirby Hockett because he's a piece of work. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
he
It's
didn't
like,
show. I don't think they invited him. But dude,
It's
Texas
the
Tech
Wild
has a
West.
clear path. Just say no. Just say no, and they won't do it. They have said nothing.
because they don't have to.
Yeah.
Because again, it's like again, we referenced the Chambliss case, where it's like that case was tried by an Oxford judge, in Oxford, Mississippi. Does anybody know where Ole Miss is?
Yeah.
Oxford, Mississippi.
Mississippi. Yeah.
Oxford, Mississippi.
Yeah.
So again, this is where it gets a little bit tricky, guys. Texas Tech is in Lubbock, Texas. Do you
Right.
know what county this case was tried in?
Lubbock County.
Lubbock County
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and a
by
lot of
a
oil
Lubbock
money.
County judge.
Yeah.
And a lot of
Judges
oil money behind it, right?
judges who are for sale.
Yes. All
You
day.
know, might be up for re-election or something like.
And again, it's like Cody Campbell is one of, and Larry knows this, he is one of the most powerful men, not just in Lubbock, not just in that part. He's one of the most powerful men in the energy industry. And one
Yep.
thing you don't do in Texas, you do not go up against big oil. Never.
Nope.
You don't go up
No.
against oil for anything. You don't go
Unless
up
you plan
against
on moving.
you don't go you don't go up against big oil, you don't go up against big cattle, you don't go up against none of that stuff like that. Ask Oprah. Oprah, you don't go up against big cattle. They will put you they will hem you up. Oprah Winfrey tried to battle big cattle. Didn't work. So
Bro, so this is my thing too about it, Steve. And like I said, bro, why I'm kind of falling on that heel where it's like, bro, I feel like the Chambliss opened the gate to where people can just say, "Oh, damn!" What the NCAA said, we're gonna go get a judge in our county to overrule that, right? That's why I always referencing back to that. But then it's kind of like one of the biggest hypocrites of all the system, Nick Saban. He pointed out the Will Anderson. Will Anderson are Texans. Will Anderson, and it was like, bro, did y'all see the picture of Will Anderson at 17, 18?
mhm.
And the Will Anderson right now? Like they talk about the integrity of the game, and it's like, okay, yeah, he gambled, but you got these 26-year-old guys who've been on NFL, I mean, on college campuses lifting weights, bodies maturing for 7, 8 years, and you playing against 18, 19-year-olds. Where's the integrity in that?
Well, like I
So
said, the integrity in college football has been gone long ago.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's
there
That
is
gone.
shit
no
is set.
It's
the house of
integrity.
gone.
cards
This,
that Dylan was talking about.
Yeah,
The
it's
house of cards.
gone, bro. So at that point, like I say, don't be talking about no, oh, it's the integrity of the game, and all. No, that's been gone. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like if you look at some of the, I get it. If he has a true addiction, and even if he's faking it, look at some of the stuff that some of these other guys that play college football have been actually convicted of. You would be a like I had to tell my homeboy that I said, dude, it's people don't even talk about it to sweep under the rug. But if you guys ever know what Tariq Hill did in college,
Hmm.
Mhm.
pretty egregious. And he played a whole other season.
Yep.
Like I said, dude, it's no integrity in it, bro. Like
But see,
So
that's the thing. That's the thing, Larry. There hasn't been integrity in this game for years. I mean, you're talking about Henry Hill that was betting on Boston College in college
Yeah.
basketball in the '70s,
yeah,
right?
dude,
Like it goes way before that.
dude, there's some
It's not
HBU guys
about the
that just got
integrity of
caught
the game, Larry. To
doing
me, it's
games.
the illusion
So
of
why are we
Yeah.
integrity.
so why are we acting like there is now? Like
Yeah,
you've been saying
amateurism has been dead in college sports for quite some
Right.
time now.
There is no integrity. It's the illusion of it. It's like as long as like they can make it look like there's integrity, it's fine. And then when something like this happens, it's like blatantly there's no integrity. Now we're screwed. Now we got to backtrack. But there has been no integrity, Larry. You know better than I do.
Yeah, I'm going to say something, guys, and it is something that people don't like to do, and it's something that I'm daring people to do. It's like think about your program that you root for. We have a Penn State fan, we have a Texas fan, we have a couple of Florida Seminole fans.
Yep.
Boy, boy,
Don't pull the rebel.
get your house in order before you talk about mine, baby.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because Texas doesn't just have blood on their hands; they got blood all the way up to their elbow, baby. Okay, all right,
On the
Florida
street.
State
and
had their
you know what I'm saying.
problems. You know, what was it, Jameis and stuff too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we don't have to go. We don't have to. We don't have.
Bradley.
Yeah, we don't have to go back too far
Line.
to like. We can go.
Yeah.
We can comb through the history of Seminole lore and get into some real nasty stuff. In Penn State, let's not even. We don't even got to go there with that.
Yeah, won't
We
even
don't,
go
we
there.
We
don't
don't even
talk
got to go
about
there.
linebacker youth. Linebacker.
Yeah,
We don't talk
Yeah,
yeah.
about
bro.
So
Like I
with
said,
Penn State, it better goes unsaid.
That's
You know
what
what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying.
So
That's what I'm saying. It's the
that's what
illusion.
I'm saying. Like,
It's the illusion. Go ahead,
what do
Bob.
you say? Okay, where's the levels of this? Okay, you're just a guy who's just trying to come back because you want to get more money. Oh, okay, that goes to a judge. Okay, this guy was gambling. Okay, this guy he got a DUI. This guy got a speeding ticket. Like, at what point do you say, like you said, it's levels?
Mhm.
What's going too far and what's not going too far? Because they basically right now the NCAA don't have no authority because they're like, oh well, we'll just go to a judge and we'll do whatever we do.
I
Like I
mean,
said,
it's the wild wild west.
yeah, it's just
I
like
mean,
I
but
said.
this is what the NCAA wanted because then the NCAA can try to come back in on their white horse and be like, "We're here to save the day. We're here to save college athletics." And it's like that's not going to work. It's like the toothpaste is already out of the tube.
Yeah, but it's like the even crazier part about it to me is that the program's been the ones making all the money, even though we know all of this. I'm gonna call it shadiness has been going on for years and years and years and years, all the way going back to SMU and even before the end. It's
Mhm.
been going back, years and years and years. It's been shady stuff going on, but it's been the programs, and now because the players are getting some of the money, and the players are making it blunt, and the teams are making it even more, even blunter than that. That hey, we don't care. We want to
The
get
NCAA killed SMU football. Killed it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why they called it a death penalty. Killed it dead. SMU 30 years like
yeah,
is just now kind of getting back on their
and,
footing.
and and they
You know,
wouldn't have gotten back on their feet if it wasn't for NIL money.
yeah,
Like they still would be in the pits of hell,
yeah,
yeah,
burning.
exactly. And it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, like for lesser things, it's like the NCAA literally killed a program, a good program, a program that has won national championship.
yeah.
Okay,
Hey,
you know,
they were just giving guys pre NIL money. That's all it was. It was pre
man,
NIL money.
look, they bought Eric Dickerson a Mustang that like it was
Yeah,
like it's funny because it's like the old Pony Express like which again Pony XS is one of my favorite 30 for 30s. If you haven't watched it, you probably should. It's probably top
yeah,
five 30 for 30
yeah,
because it's funny how like you look at what they did back then compared to what's going on now, and it's like yeah, and you killed a program for that.
he got a car.
Not that I'm condoning it, but it's like I mean that
I understand.
that brand new Mustang in like 1982 was like $11,000.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And then now,
Brandon Sorsby made $90,000 worth of bets.
Hmm.
yeah, bro. And like, dude, I'm just one of them dudes who is like, there's a lot of stuff that will probably never come to light. A whole bunch of stuff that, like I say, because these guys, we know about the McDonald's bag, Steve. It's a whole bunch of stuff that's been going on. And I always go back to like, say, like, I forgot the game. It was a game when Alabama played USC and USC stumped them. and they was like, "Oh yeah, Bear Bryant, you should go get you some of those players." I wonder how he got him some couple of those players down to Mississippi back then. But like I say, I'm just one of them guys that I believe that all colleges have been paying players to some degree. Some of them have been more blatant than others. Some of them has been, they just put it on Front Street. They don't even care. They just like, hey, look, we want to win. We want to win championships. Um, and now
They've
it's
been
just
playing players
everybody.
though. Like
Yeah,
that's why the NIL stuff works. Like I'm cool
yeah,
with the
yeah.
NIL. I'm not
No,
cool with the
NIL is not
beginning.
the problem here.
Yeah, I'm not
NIL is not the
problem.
problem.
NIL
No,
is not properly policed. That's
it's
my
just
thing.
not
That's true
properly
too. But
policed.
that's a
Yeah,
whole nother
people
conversation. We
going
can't
crazy.
That's
marry
a whole
these
other
two.
conversation. But
Like I
I'm
said,
glad
but
these
if
kids are getting money and they're on the cover of college football, 2027 and everything. And
Hmm.
coach not responding to my messages about my upgraded job, but that's okay. Um, you know,
Hey, but I'm being
I,
real with y'all. Hey, if Sorsby wasn't a transfer quarterback who just got paid a boatload of money and he's playing in some Division II school and he got busted for gambling, his name would be unheard of. Just being blunt,
I mean, true, but you
his
got to
name would be
deal with the
unheard
here and now. I mean, so I
yeah,
think my biggest thing is this: like he got busted for gambling, and now he's able to come back. Like, where's the punishment at?
Oh, he's gonna miss 2 games.
of. Two games.
He's
Okay.
gonna miss the games against Abilene Christian in like Hawaii or whoever they played the first 2 games. Like yeah,
University,
yeah,
Wilson
like yeah, okay, yeah,
University.
like
is he a starter though, Coach? Is he a
Yeah,
starter?
yeah, yeah.
yeah, he's not a quarterback.
There's a reason why Texas Tech one paid him all this money and is protecting him so much because it's like if they would, I will say this: if they would have had him last year, they probably could have got a little bit further in the playoff. Like
Yeah,
he's good. Like this is not just like some kid who like just like they just throwing a bunch of money at. He's legit. He's a legit talented quarterback. Where like if they would have had him last year, maybe they would have like got more than like 93 yards against Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like
With that defense, they might have did some things, Steve. With that defense,
yeah. So
well, it's
yeah.
only going to get worse. So,
Right, right.
and
mhm.
yeah, I
Moving
mean,
right
this
along.
injunction, it's not. He's not eligible. I'm sorry, we can move on, but
No,
it's the injunction is the precursor to him being eligible. He's not eligible yet, but it's coming. So this is a slow burn that's we're going to be talking about for weeks. Just putting that
yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is just the beginning of it. Where it's like I mean again, it's June 9th. It's like we'll look a month from now. Like again, they're like Brandon. Yeah, like Brandon. Like stay in shape, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's like yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, I'll go even further with y'all. You know how you know he's gonna play? He ain't even submitted his paperwork for the supplemental draft.
yeah.
He's gonna play. Yeah. They probably already told him like, don't worry about this. We got this. Don't even worry about it. You gonna play. Like you say, Steve, keep going to practice and keep throwing them in routes and keep throwing them, deep
Is he
slants
allowed
and
on campus and stuff now, or no?
huh?
See
Is he allowed
that
on
I
I'm
don't
campus?
know. I don't know.
that I'm not 100% sure of, but I'm sure again like they probably like look they've been in contact with him and they're like look like Brendan like stay in shape,
Go to
keep going to the
class.
gym like
Go
stay
pay
Go
your,
to class.
yeah
go pay an
Yeah.
LA Fitness fee. Go to LA Fitness
hmm
over here, get in the weight
hmm
room. You know what I'm
LA
saying?
Fitness,
yeah
man, look, that boy is coming in the back door. Hey, look, we left it unlocked. We just when you come behind you, that little push thing, make sure the push
yeah
thing's
no
out.
it's like look man it's like we have no idea how all this tape ended up at his house. It just
Yeah.
someone who sent all this film to his house like it's
That's
just
crazy, man. That is crazy.
Yeah. This flash drive just
All
so
the
happened
National
to
Guard.
be dropped off in his mailbox.
yeah.
So, moving right along, gentlemen, man, we have some NFL news. I just dropped it in your chat. The disgruntled 49ers receiver has made some more harsh comments
Jeez.
pertaining to the organization. There wasn't a 49ers show on Monday, so long story short, he said, "You want to know they really mad though? They mad because they stupid, they dumb, and they mad they paid me 50 million, blah blah blah, this that and the third." The actual video is in your inbox now. We could start there. We could talk about the Cincinnati Bengals restructuring Joe Burrow's contract to free up
Nah,
cap space.
let's rip the band-aid off, brother. Let's rip the band-aid off.
I want to turn this into a 49er
I'm
show.
good.
Y'all
I'm
got
Local,
y'all feeling that
yeah,
way.
I'm
like
good.
local fifth grade receiver Brandon Ayuk like says 49ers are stupid. Like yeah,
Stupid as fuck.
stupid, you so stupid. Like
Yeah, I know you are, but what am I?
Dude, the
I
crazy part
represent
is
You know what? Kills me though. You know what kills me though is
jeez,
that
like good grief.
it's the fact that he said you're stupid, and that because you paid me. Yeah, because you paid me. Yeah, they are stupid because they paid you $50 million. That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
say
point.
his
They
name
Yep.
made
paid
he
you.
appears.
Yeah.
hey, you better hope
It
that
really
50
Whole
matter
million
bag.
how
lasts
I
a
got
You
it
bring
right
a
long
here.
whole
time.
bag.
There you
I
go.
ain't
What
even
up,
pull
Corey?
up the computer.
What up, Corey? What up?
I'm
What
on
up?
the
Gang
phone.
gang.
I just wanted to drop in real quick. It's as simple as this. BA can talk all that yin yang he talking. BA is on the did not report list. He does not count against the salary cap. He don't count against the roster. We ain't got to do a damn thing
Mm-mm.
until he shows up, and he's not gonna show up. All he's gonna do is keep talking. Y'all boys gonna enjoy the rest of the show. I'm gonna keep watching. That's all I had to say. BA
You
can shut the hell
Cincinnati.
up.
You
I'll holler
Cincinnati.
at y'all later.
He just,
Corey.
dude,
Corey,
he,
my
he is Keenan Ivory Waynes and don't be a menace to South Central with
friend.
Jersey.
Yeah, yeah, just come through.
Message,
Wow.
and that's
Like,
just
message.
it. Message.
Yeah.
Wow, with
Uh,
Nah,
but
Corey's about
he's
to be
not
whatever.
wrong. Like he doesn't exist. Like so, the only reason he's trying to make himself relevant is by doing this. This is why he's doing this. So, dude, nobody wants you. Nobody wants your drugs
I
here,
Mm-mm.
can't even really
Louis.
say that,
Go.
bro.
Yeah,
I
Like,
can't
yeah.
say that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say
Yeah.
nobody wants him. Like he doesn't want to be in San
Dude,
Fran. Again, we talked about this at length, and I don't want to spend too much time on this particular individual, but um, he doesn't want to be in San Fran for
yeah, but
whatever reason. He doesn't want to be in San
yeah,
Fran.
and I apologize. I don't mean nobody wants him. Nobody wants to trade any assets for him.
Right,
I can get him
right.
for free.
Yeah.
bro, like,
Um,
so let me just say this about Brandon Ayuk, right? We're not gonna make this another show, but I want to say something about this. I keep trying to not talk about this dude, but he keep doing more stuff. Dude, I'm telling you, bro, dude, Aaron knows, bro. He gonna be like Will Smith. You know how when they make the meme, Will Smith be like, "Why you don't want me? Why you?" He gonna
yeah,
be like
yeah.
that. Talking about, "Why you don't want me?"
Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Yes,
My dad don't want me.
he did it. Aaron, I keep saying this because Aaron and his dad know about the Steelers. Didn't he do it to y'all?
Yep.
He, hey, he said everything. The deal was done. He came back to the Niners. Why you don't want me? Why I want to be over here? I want to be a Niner. Like, bro, okay. So you wanted to be a Niner. I hope you kept every last one of that $50 million. I hope you invested your money. I hope you used some of it to get you some mental help because I feel like the dude really does need help, right? But
Mm.
I brought up a point to my homeboy the other day. We were talking about it. Not only the fact that um, you voided your guaranteed money, right? Y'all think about this. I was watching a podcast earlier. I forgot which one it was, and they was talking about it. The problem with Brandon Ayuk is you have not played football in 2 years. You're coming off a torn ACL and MCL. What money do you think that you're going to get from another team, right? And then he has it. This is the even crazier part about it, and I feel like he needs help, right? Um, do you not know that the NFL has a tampering rule? Tampering rule. You posted a video with the Commanders hat on, unfollow them, start following Washington. You making all these references
But
that
see, the
you
thing is, so in order to prove tampering, you have to prove that the commanders have
Commanders,
been.
yeah.
no
He
no
can
no
do
no
it. He
no
can do that
no
all he
no
want
no
to.
He can do
Yeah,
that
he
all
can
he
do that all
no
he
wants.
want
no
to.
he
He's
can't
not
he
trying to be
can't
slick with it. He's just such an
yeah
idiot.
he can't infer that because that's considered
But that's not the
tampering,
commander's
bro.
fault, though. Like he
Well,
can go
no,
to
No,
no,
living by
it's not
hat.
about the
no, I'm
Commanders.
telling
It's
you.
just
It's
stupid Brandon
yeah, he
Ayuk.
can't do that. He can't
Yeah.
he can't do that, right? So now you the Niners have all the power. Even if you said, "Oh, they're gonna cut me and I'm gonna go sign to Washington," John Lynch, he can say, "No, no, no, it was tampering." You went on live and you put the video out there, bro. Like, even
Isn't
if
there
they
a video
cut it,
circulating of him
I
having
mean,
some
but
type of
do you know how
stroke?
hard that would be for them to prove, like on the commander side of things? Because then it's
Right.
like, I mean,
he
the
has
commanders.
the video. he
It
has to
doesn't
do that.
it doesn't matter. I can be
Look,
like, you know what? Like I
look,
want to go work
I can tell.
for, whatever company, whatever,
Because you
like
know,
that. It's like, but if the company doesn't express interest, like, now
you
if
know
the
what?
Commanders were liking and retweeting and stuff like that,
Mhm.
then that's a problem.
Wait,
Then it's
Josh.
like, oh, what's going on here? But it's like,
So
until then, it's like, yeah.
this is where it gets even. I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now. You think I'm joking, man? I told you. Me and my boy, we was having a conversation about this. If you read the NFL tampering rules, even if him and Jaden had conversations about him playing it, they could subpoena his text messages and be like, "Nah, y'all two was talking about you go and play there." It's not the NBA where they can have these so-called secret meetings. You can't talk to other players and infer that you're gonna go play for that team when you're under contract for another team. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's he's giving them the smoking gun. Bro, like, dude, people don't realize the NFL, if you are a player, they can say, just like the police, we need your text messages, hand them over, just like emails, all this other stuff. So even if you've been talking to Jaden Daniels about it and inferring that you're going to go play in Washington, that is tampering. Dude, people have been charged with tampering for less, and you put the video out there. I hate to say that analogy, but are you stupid or are you dumb? Which one is it?
Pick one.
Pick one.
Hmm.
Pick one. And they have all the power. Like, dude, they have all the power. Like, I mean, I hate to say it like that, but even Michael Parsons knew I'm gonna do this whole in. I'm gonna say all things, even though behind the scenes I knew I wanted to be traded. I'm gonna do it. We've seen guys do it over and over again. Brandon, this is the playbook. You did not read the playbook. Obviously, you got the Jamarcus Russell edition because you didn't read the playbook. This is how you get to another team when you're under contract with the team you're on, bro. Like, dude, like I said, bro, I just at the end of the day, I want that dude to be either deactivated where we don't have to see him ever again, or jettison him off to the abyss. One of the two. And I hope he, like I said, I hope he saves every last one of that $50 million because your contract is voided. Yeah,
I don't think. I mean, they paid him his money.
Yeah.
Um,
ain't
and the thing
gonna show up for
is,
your court date because you got a court date too.
yeah,
Yeah.
true. I mean, again, they paid him his money. No
Hmm.
team's going to trade for him. So whether he's on some type of inactive list or whatever, because I didn't see anything to have him on an inactive list. I haven't seen anything come through yet. Again, you the Niner fan, you may know.
Yeah.
Um, but until he hits an inactive list or commissioner's exemption list or whatever, teams are gonna have to, wait for him to be released.
I
I mean,
mean,
yeah, I mean, the second he steps onto a 49er practice field, he is going to tear every ligament in every limb of his body and
Just
collect
pack the
on
bag.
and collect. Well, he like, again, that's the reason why the 49ers, he has to stay home, because the
Mhm.
second he steps inside the facility, the second he steps on 49er property, so to speak, he can have a anvil drop on his head, like Wile Coyote or something like that, and he's like, oh, well, where's my money? Like, seriously. I mean, and that's part of the rule. That's
Well,
why
see, the thing
he,
is,
yeah.
no, the thing is, Corey made a video talking about is he going to show, is he not going to show, is he going to show, is he not going to show. And to be honest with you, like I'm shocked that he didn't show
I am too.
because
I'm shocked that he didn't show, knowing that
right,
as long as the second he steps foot in the facility, if anything happens to him, he gets hurt, he can be like, up, I'm hurt, like, so.
dude, I'm gonna put it like this, bro. Y'all think I'm joking, right? So this is a rare exception because we've never seen a player behave the way he behaved, right? We've seen on-field antics, and we've seen other things. I get it, BA. I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah, AB. I get it, AB.
ABBA, come
AB,
on now.
BA. Yeah, I get it. I get it. But you got to remember that AB did things like on the field to not mess up the money. But the things that Brandon Ayuk are doing, I
Remember
could
that?
even
Remember that
see.
stuff with the Raiders
Yeah,
and the
I could.
helmet and the
Yeah,
frostbitten. Yeah, I mean, he was
I
doing
could
some wild
see.
stuff.
Like I said, I could see because of all the stuff that Brandon Ayuk has done. I could see the Niners saying, "Hey, Roger, hey, look, we don't want to pay this guy. We don't want to make sure himself. Can we just not let him in the building?" And I could see Roger saying, "Hey, I'm putting him on, I don't know, whatever, and he can't be allowed in the facility, because he's done so much stuff. Like I'm one of them dudes that's like, you always say you never know who knows somebody, right? And you don't know how cool or how close somebody is. And we all know these NFL guys, they all talk behind the scenes, they all do
Mhm.
this. Like I said, I could see a situation where Rogers like, hey, I gotta step in this situation. And look, Brandon, you just not allowed the team to this resolve. We'll figure it out, whatever the case may be. But I don't see Corey, shut up. The NFLPA not even backing this dude. This is how crazy this is. The NFLPA is not even backing him. They haven't even put out a statement for this dude. You know how bad you gotta be messing up for the NFLPA to not even say, you know what, it's the team is doing it bad. We got his back. They don't even put out nothing for him. Like I said, I could see a situation where he doesn't get any more money, he gets cut, and another team basically picks him up for like zero guarantees. And he probably's gonna tear the other ACL, MCL,
Hmm.
and we'll never see Brandon Ayuk again. Like it's one of those things where, from a football perspective, um, we sort of how long it took Mike Vick to get back, right? And that was Mike Vick just not playing football. But how many times have you seen a guy come back from two major knee ligaments and not playing for 2 years and be at the level that they were before?
Very rare, and even more so rare from a wide receiver. So I don't negate that he's probably lost a step or two, but I'm not ready to throw him out with the bathwater skill set wise. I still think he can play. I just don't. I mean, again, the way this situation has turned, it's been wild. But we don't have to spend a lot of more time in here. I'm sure you guys will touch it a little bit on your show whenever you
Yeah,
guys have
I
a full
mean,
round.
it's like I hate to say it like that. It's like AJ Brown, bro. At this point, like who wants that guy in their locker room?
The
Evidently, the
Patriots,
Patriots do.
the New England Patriots.
For now, we all got our popcorn, and we like, hey, I don't know, hey, I think what he put on that board today, I'm like, bro, really, bro, like,
um, Moving around the NFL, man, mandatory mini camps have kicked off around the league. We got four teams represented here. Villain, have you taken a look at it? No, you in Nick mode.
No, I mean I've been Nick Bull, but all I know is that um, beware
injury,
of your Achilles.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Y'all guys are dropping like fries.
like I don't know if the team is not tough enough or if Harbaugh is working them too hard. I don't know. Serious, you know the AFC North better than
Mhm.
I do, but the math ain't mathing in here. Something not right.
Hey Barry, can we trade y'all a training facility for some blades of grass?
You a funny dude. You sir are a funny guy.
By the lakeside or something. I don't know what it
Hey,
is.
look, we'll throw in a receiver.
They,
Yeah,
they,
listen.
they have 29 of them, man.
You can go directly to hell.
Hey, look,
um,
hey, look, I'm
anything
not
happening?
wait, Barry. Hey, while we talking Giants, man, do you think y'all gonna get the field? You think y'all gonna get the soccer field?
I heard that's not really for
It's
football.
not really. It's different kind of grass.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a
Yeah.
different
they
kind.
said something similar to it. They said it should be.
I mean, I certainly hope so. Listen, I am very excited for the World Cup. I don't know about you guys,
Oh,
but
I'm super excited. I can't wait.
I
We'll talk
can't
about
wait.
that next week,
I
I'm
don't
sure.
I don't know many of the players. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I was just having that conversation with somebody like regular soccer. I can't watch like the other leagues. Like I don't know everything that's going on. The rules are a little different. Like you have to finish at the top to be eligible and all that other stuff. But like Olympic and World Cup, I could lock in. I
Mm.
love watching Olympic and World Cup soccer. So I am super excited, and I agree with you, Larry. I don't care if it's like if it's Kentucky bluegrass with a bunch of crabgrass, you know what I mean? Like like you used to play in when you
Gotta
was
be
in
something
like
else.
in middle school. You know it's weeds now, but it looked like grass when you was younger. I'll put that in there to get something to
Yeah.
grow with that.
Dude, don't get me started because Steve probably knows better than anybody. Do. I played at Barnett Stadium
Oh, baby.
in the '90s in Houston, bro, where you might hit a pothole and you might tear Achilles and
Yeah,
yeah, bro. And
yeah,
now they got
that field.
AstroTurf with a with a high
Yeah.
box and all that stuff in there now.
Oh man.
Shout out to all my Stanford folk that I played football with when I was in Pop Warner, and we played at Ripplewam. It used to be old Ripplewam High School, and it turned into a middle school, and that field literally had a slope.
Yep, Barnett had the slope too. Yep, had the
Yeah,
slope.
Like
Barnett had
it
a
was straight
tough
out of
slope,
little
boy.
slope. Like, it was crazy. It was nasty work, but
You could barely see the other sideline from,
Yep,
from the other
that's what I'm
side.
saying. You if you were on the other sideline, you couldn't see the other person's feet or
No, you
knees.
couldn't see
Like,
the other team's feet.
you know
No,
what I'm saying?
no, I couldn't see them.
no.
But and then when I got older, I coached there. I coached football there, and they put the turf in there. It was immaculate. It was beautiful. Like you wanted to play there because you had the big stands and everything. Like it's nasty work, but yeah, like I feel you, Larry. I feel you. Like anything, please, Giants. I don't know what's going. Just make it to the season. Lord have mercy.
We
Just
got
make
to
it.
play that, so I definitely need a new field in there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I
Coach,
can't
anything
wait.
with
I can't
Houston
wait.
that you want to talk about or
The
touch
Big Blue
on?
podcast coming for y'all, Larry. We can't wait for y'all.
That's gonna be a
Let's
that's
do
gonna
it.
be a
Let's
discussion waiting
do
to
it.
happen.
Let's do it.
Anything with Houston?
Nothing really big. It's just like, I mean, like the Texans, like no Will Anderson, of course. We'll see you, like for real, camp. Same thing with Nico Collins. It's like, Nico,
Mhm.
go spend some of that money we just gave you. Enjoy your
Yeah.
summer. It's just what the Texans have to worry about now is that they lost Barnett. They lost some pieces on the defensive line, and they're gonna have to figure out like what gonna do as far as like rotation wise, and that's what this mini camp is probably for. Just like, who are the other guys on the defensive line who are gonna step up, and that's probably the biggest thing. And just C.J. Stroud continues to say everything, do everything the right way, but it's just like we have to wait until the games count for me to see. It's like, because he's doing all the right things. He lost some weight. He looks bigger. He looks stronger. It's just
How's Tank Dell look?
Tank,
That's
that
what I
looks
was gonna say.
fantastic. Tank, that looks fantastic. He isn't no contact, of course, but like
Mhm.
again, it's shells. You know what I'm saying? But it's
Yeah.
just like, hey, he 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 is doing agility drills, and Larry, I'm sure Larry has probably seen some. Like, it's like
Yeah,
he I would say he's almost back. I wouldn't say he's as explosive as he was, but he's close. So that's
I'm
a
pulling
big.
for that guy, man. I'm
Yeah,
pulling
that's
for
a
him.
that's a big takeaway too. Is like, I think those are the two biggest things. It's like Tank continuing to like get healthy and like kind of get that explosion back that made him so special, and then just the Texans figuring out what they're gonna do on the D line.
I got you. I got
yeah.
you.
I
I'm
heard.
a
I
lot
saw.
more.
I saw. Sedor Sanders and Watson battling it out. Watson looks pretty decent out there. To your point, coach, it's shells, but he looks decent. But I know one thing that's going to make headlines and then quickly fade, because of how they're handling it, is Baker Mayfield looking for that extension, and he said
Yeah.
he's not going to negotiate during the season. I think he deserves it. I don't know about you, Serious and
He
Yeah,
Porter.
yeah.
definitely deserves it. He definitely
Yeah.
deserves it. Yep.
They gotta pay him, and they gotta
Pay
take
that
care of
man
him.
his
They
money.
gotta get it over with.
It's crazy how I feel like the Bucks about to do him the same way the Browns did. It's like,
Yeah,
it's like, thanks for the memories, but bye. Which is
because
like
they
crazy.
always think like they can do better, and
They
I
can do
think like
better. Yeah.
it's like
Dude, man, that
Baker Mayfield is good, and they had an average year. When he's really good, he's really good. Don't
Hmm.
get me wrong. And then when he's really bad, he's really bad. So you
yeah.
always feel like you can get somebody better, but like I don't know, man. Just I don't know.
You
It's
know
it's
what?
kind of like that Daniel Jones thing. When Daniel Jones was clicking, he's good, but then he's going to be frustrating at
But
some
see,
point.
I
And you
think
think,
Baker's better than that, though. I think Baker
I,
Mayfield,
I
yeah,
think
he's
he's
better than that. Yeah.
I think he's slightly better than that.
Because
Absolutely.
Baker Mayfield has always been, even going back when he was at Texas Tech, when he was at Oklahoma, and then early in his career, it's like he rises up to the level that's around him. It's like he needs the talent around him. It's like when Baker Mayfield tries to win a game by himself, when he's like, all right, it's Baker time. That's when things get messed up.
Hmm.
You know. But when he kind of like stays within himself, doesn't try to like get the touchdown on every throw and stuff like that, when he kind of reels it in a little bit, that's when Baker Mayfield is at his best. So I
The
feel
sad
like
part about Go.
no, all I was gonna say is like, and that's always been his mo. It's just like, again, like he's gonna be missing 13. He's gonna be missing some guys off that offense, stuff like that.
Mhm.
And the it's going to be very interesting. Where it's like it's not Baker Mayfield's fault that like the roster turned over. He's not the
Yeah.
GM, but I feel like he's getting punished because like they're looking at the team and the roster and they're like, oh well, I don't know if Baker going to be able to do it with these guys. He's like, it's y'all fault. He don't have the guys no more.
I
The
Like
mean,
so,
only
there's
thing
some
is,
young
their
cats there. They
backup
got some
quarterback
kids.
is Jake Browning.
Yeah,
That's the
and it's
backup.
like, dude, that's what I was gonna say. I think Baker he gonna have to get Kirk Cousins' agent because hey, bro,
Everybody can Kirk Cousins.
Me and
yeah, I
Jesse used
know
to go
we
back
all
and
need
forth
his.
about it. Hey, me and Jesse used to go back and forth about it. And I'd be like, dude, the thing about every time Kirk Cousins was a free agent, who could you get to replace him? If you're the Bucks, who could you go get to replace Baker Mayfield
Did
right
y'all
now?
just see that goal in the
Like,
Vegas? Did you
Yeah,
see
I'm
that
looking
goal?
at it now.
No, I'm actually watching
I'm a second delay
soccer.
behind, Gary. Golly,
No,
man.
damn, I'm sorry, brother. I'm
Hey,
sorry. I
man.
apologize.
Yeah, I'm
But
actually watching the U.S. women's team play Brazil right now because I just happened to had it on there earlier, so I didn't feel like turning the channel.
this has
Tell
been
you what,
amazing,
man.
bro. This has been amazing, bro. This has been this is crazy how
I've been locked in on this Stanley Cup like this finals,
yeah,
which is like
bro.
just been ridiculous. Like it's been
I
the
know y'all probably
craziest I've
been
ever
like
seen. Like
y'all
yeah,
probably been like, what goal is he talking about in the chat? And I'm like, no, I'm watching the Stanley Cup. Let's get this goal, man. Like, but yeah, I think Baker need to go hire he need to go hire Kirk Cousins because at this point, if you're the Bucks, who do you go get? There's no free agents. There's no tradable quarterbacks right now. Like, yeah, you need to go get Kirk Cousins' agent to be like, hey, you get Baker or you get whoever your backup is. I'm just being for real. Because that was the thing with the Vikings. The Vikings for years and years and years, it was like every time Kirk Cousins is a free agent, who do you go get? You got to get Kirk Cousins because he's the best available. And
yeah, they were constantly trying to replace him, and it was like, well,
yeah,
actually, there's nobody
yeah,
to replace me. But I mean, again, like with Baker Mayfield, yeah, they always think that there's somebody better. It's like that's been his thing his whole pro career. Well, like
Unfortunately,
again,
yeah.
he well, I mean, what like Bucky Irvin, Godwin,
yeah.
Buka.
And
You know what
Puka,
I'm saying? So
yeah.
there's talent there. So it's like he has
The
guys
Saheem,
around him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, Saheem
Yeah.
is pretty good.
Uh,
Tristan Wirfs, like they got
uh,
talent over there.
he won me a fantasy league. Why can't I think of his name? Kate Oden. Kate Oden.
Kate
Yeah,
Upton?
hey, that,
Hey,
hey,
Um,
Doc,
hey,
yeah,
they got yeah.
yeah, Kate Oden. So like, yeah, it's like he has talent there. And again, like I feel like he always kind of like he fits in with his talent around. Like when he tries to do too much, and you see it at times. That's when
They got
things.
they got
Yeah,
Kenny
that's when
Gainwell.
Kenny Gainwell, like I said, Bucky Irvin. So it's like, yeah, it's just
When he game manages, he's really good.
when
So
he
like
stays
that,
within himself.
he just
When he tries to
turned.
go out there and win, like when he tries to put the game on his shoulders, it's like no, don't do that. You know, because
Yeah,
he is one of my least favorite terms in football. He's a gunslinger. No, you know what I'm saying?
That,
That just that because that gives him like free will to just like be reckless and just throw the ball all over the place. I hate the term gunslinger because it's like that's like Brett Favre got away with that because he was Brett Favre.
look, yes,
You can't do that. You know
no,
what I'm saying?
no.
you
Like
know.
that's the thing. That's the thing. When I was saying about Cam Ward because he has that gunslinger mentality. I'm like, dude, if you watch even his rookie year games, if you watch his games at Miami, if you watch any of his other games, he'll throw you out of a game. He'll throw you back into it, but then he might throw you back out of the game. Same
Mhm,
thing like Baker. Like you have to. I'm gonna say reel him in a little bit. Like Baker, just make the
mhm,
little 5 yard out throw. Like Baker, just make the simple in cut throw. Like Baker, we don't need you to throw it 90 yards on a rope into four deep coverage. Like we don't need you to do that. That's when Baker's at his best. And if
mhm,
you notice, like a lot of Baker games when he really puts up his big numbers, is not. If you look at the yards per completion, it's not a lot of long throws. Does that make
mhm.
sense? It's a lot of
Yeah.
yeah.
he's playing within the system and not doing Baker things. When he gets into this whole Baker mode is when it all falls apart. But yeah, like I say, he need to get his money. He need to get his money because he's been really good for Tampa Bay. So just pay the man.
Just paying.
Give him that.
Before
If
we,
Daniel Jones got money, give him Daniel Jones money, man. Like, look, we'll give you
he,
Daniel Jones.
I think he's worth more than Daniel Jones. But
That's
before we
the
talk,
Daniel Jones is the bar. Is the bar
no,
of
he
when you
can't
should
be
get
the bar.
paid.
He cannot be the bar.
He's the bar of sub elite quarterbacks of where you should get paid at is Baker
yeah, I mean,
Mayfield.
no, he. If you think Kirk Cousins
Daniel
steals
Jones.
money, Daniel
Yeah,
Jones, come on,
it's
man.
like, dude, I'm being real, dude. If you Baker Mayfield and you look at their two careers, right? And like I say, we talking about this, right? if Daniel Jones just got what, like 120 million,
Mm.
I want at least 121 million if I'm Baker Jones. I'm
So
not
how
taking a mil less than what than Daniel Jones got.
so Larry, how much money are you paying him per year? Are you paying
Baker,
Baker? Yeah.
if I'm the Bucks and I'm looking at that team, I don't really care about the per year. I care about how many years because I don't
Or
think
the
Baker's
guaranteed money, right? Maybe.
yeah, I don't think Baker's the long term, but he might be the right now guy.
But why
If that
not?
makes sense.
Why isn't I would give him 4 years, 45 million a year. Why wouldn't he be?
I would make
You know,
it three because you got to remember Baker's
but
getting
he
a little
would
longer
want
in the
more than
tooth.
that, right? I think he
I'd
wants.
I'd give like Dak money.
I think that's where you need to come in at.
I'd come in at Dak money and then we'll
Wait.
work from there.
Dak money or Dak cap? Because it's two different things. Because Dak cap is
True,
crazy.
true. So,
Dak
so
cap number is crazy.
what does that look like, Steve? What does that look like? Like
Dak
three
money
years?
is like
Let me
Dak
pull it
money
up.
would be like of the Bucks decided like, okay, Baker, here's 3 years, $125 million
Fully guaranteed.
Yeah, yeah,
guaranteed. Here you go.
yeah.
But Dak's
I
getting 60 a year, right? Isn't he getting
No, he's
60 a
getting
year?
44.
He's just
No, Dak
No,
Prescott.
no, 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 no. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
no,
I'm lunching.
no.
I'm
That's
lunching.
it.
I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's
His average.
crazy.
He said he signed a 4 year, $240 million deal with an average of 60 mil.
Okay,
That's what
that's
I'm
the
saying.
new deal. Yeah, that's the new deal. So yeah,
That's
like
the
the
new
old
deal.
deal was like 40
But his
something. So like
cap,
yeah, so like
but his
so
cap number
then
is crazy.
yeah, it's like
So what? He's the highest paid per year, right? Quarterback. It's about
Yeah,
60 million.
I think
And
so.
so,
yeah, I
like,
think
No,
so. Yeah.
I thought it was Mahomes.
is it no,
No,
no, Mahomes
Not after the restructure, I don't think, because I
not
think yeah, because
after restructure. Yeah,
yeah,
he extended it to 10 years, but I think he's around 50 million a
yeah,
year,
he
right?
stretched
Something
it
like that.
out. Yeah, it's like because it was a bunch of like money, but then like he stretched it out, and the whereas like it brought his AAV down to
and
where I think
he wanted to get his cap number down too. So, like I said,
Let
Baker,
me
I
pull it
don't.
real quick.
If I was the Bucks, I wouldn't want more than 3 years of Baker. That's just me. Um,
Wow.
If I'm Baker, I
Mahomes
don't
is
want less than
45
4
mil.
years.
mm-hmm,
I gotta get 4 years out of this deal. How old is Baker? 20.
29. I want to
29?
say yeah.
yeah.
He's got to at least ride it to 35. He's got to get to. If I'm Baker, I got to get 4 years at least.
He's
Well,
31.
I
oh
got to
yeah.
get four
That's
years.
even
I got to
yeah.
get 4 years.
Yeah,
Nah,
he
see, I
gotta
was
I gotta get 4 years with Baker.
I
Like I
can't go
wouldn't take I
back
wouldn't
to the
take nothing
well.
less.
Yeah, I can't go back to the well in 3 years and try to get this type of money or think I'm going to get a raise. I think he's
but
going to dip a little bit or stay level. So I got to get 4 years. I got to get 45, maybe 50 if I'm greedy. But 45 to 50 is right where I want to live. 50 if I'm him. 45 is what I would give him.
but if you the Bucks, do you want to commit that many years and that much
Yes.
money to Baker?
Yes.
Well,
Why not?
we know Baker has these.
Mhm.
He'll have a good year, and then he'll have
He's
a good
been pretty
year.
consistent over the past couple of years. Now, I do want to see
Yeah,
what he does without Mike Evans there because Mike Evans was a security blanket for him. And Chris
sure.
Godwin hasn't been healthy and whatnot. And so I do want to see what he
But
does. But
they
if
got
you're
some young
Baker,
receivers there, right?
right? Yeah, I mean, you got a Booker
Yeah.
there, you got Godwin there, you got
Didn't they just
some other
draft
guys
somebody
there.
too? I mean, I
Yeah.
think they just drafted somebody too. But like for me, like I said, because of the up and downs with Baker, and then you got to remember that a lot of these teams they're banking on going into the well for 27. So do you want that much money tied up in the Baker where you may be like, okay, we might dip in the well for 27, and at that point we just got another year left on Baker's contract, and he can kind of be in that mentoring state. Like, would you really want to have 4 years that you fully invested into Baker? That's where
All right,
I'm
guys.
not mad
I
at
think
that.
I think I just found the neighborhood that Baker need to move into. Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence got 275, 142 guaranteed. So he's gonna be at about $55 million.
Okay.
That's an
I can
expensive
go with that.
neighborhood.
Because I look at it like this, Larry and Steve. That's a good poll. I look at it like this: it's hard to find a quarterback. So
I
if you
know.
got one sitting in your building. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that
Yeah,
to
yeah.
use.
No, I'm with you though, bro.
And like, listen, the Giants. We thought we had one, and we finally might have one in Dart, but they don't grow on trees. You can go into the draft, and how many of these draft picks have been busts? So when you got one in your building, like when you got Sam Darnold that falls into your lap, you got to pay that man his money. right? Like we
Give that
talking
man his
rounders.
Yeah.
money.
You
But you
like,
also talking about a franchise that you don't want to be married to a quarterback that you can't cut loose when you need to cut them
but
loose.
if you do the
And
deal right, Larry, like Steve says, like you give him 240, but you only guarantee the
like
first
3
three
years.
years.
Yeah,
Then
that's
you're
what I'm
Mm-hmm.
good.
saying. Yeah, I don't care about that. You got to guarantee it. Like I said, the guarantee money can't be past 3 years, right?
Not a
Where you
bad
can move
season.
up,
T-Law's not a
where you
bad.
can move on from him. Because you got to remember now, when you're dealing in, like you say, the Mahomes and all them, you ain't moving on from them dudes. Hey, so they ain't ready to move on from you.
No,
You ain't
no.
moving on from them. But when you get into some of these other level of quarterbacks, like even the Cowboys, at some point they gonna probably be like, you know what, it might be time for us to move on from that. Even though
Jared Goff
traditionally
has
they
a
don't do that.
4-year, $212 million deal.
Who much?
Yeah.
Jared Goff.
Yeah,
Yep.
even Jared
Yeah.
Goff. Like the Rams was like, hey, you know what? We love Jared Goff. We traded for him. We brought us to the Super Bowl, but we don't want to be married to him like that. And they had just gave him some big contract. Like I feel like Baker falls in that mold
Yeah, that's
where
why I said I'm look like I said
want
I thought about Trevor
money.
Lawrence and I had to literally look up the contract because I was like I think Trevor
Yeah,
Lawrence is like the neighborhood that Baker need to move into as I said and I think that I'm more so focused on that 140 something guaranteed. If you like
Mhm.
Baker, look,
yeah.
you only gonna be getting like 42, 43 base, but we gonna give you 140 guaranteed. Baker signed that in blood, you
See,
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
and see, I hate to use that analogy, but for Baker, I feel like we only want you here for a good time, not for a long time.
He shouldn't want to be there. He should want to be there for a good time, not a long time. Because
Yeah,
obviously, it's like, but like again, like pay me my money, give me something. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
So it's like again, it's like so after again, Baker Mayfield's 31 years old. Like Trevor Lawrence is 25, 26, so he's younger. You know what I'm saying? It's like Trevor Lawrence is going to probably get another big
Yeah.
contract in his
yeah, you
career.
get another bite
This
at the apple.
this is Baker's last go at it, baby. So if I was Baker, I'm like, man, I need that guaranteed money, that generational, that I'm okay for the rest of my life money. And yeah, I wouldn't if I got something like that, 130, 140 guaranteed. I don't care about the length. I need that guaranteed upfront money. And if I'm Baker Mayfield, if I can get that from the Bucks who are notoriously cheap franchise. Let's just put that out there.
That part.
Like
That part.
so, so that's a different story for a different day. So it's like
Didn't they?
I don't think he will get that money from the Bucks. I hope he does because I think he's earned it.
I think he's earned
Wait a
it.
minute. Hold on. Wait, y'all. Didn't the Bucks draft a quarterback this year too?
I don't think so.
Mm,
I
They
thought
might
they did.
no,
have
I thought they
their
did.
backup quarterback is
like Jake Browning or something like that, right?
Browning from
Yeah, but who did
Bengals.
they draft though? Who did they? You looking at the depth chart? Who did they draft?
I don't think they've drafted anybody.
I
That,
don't think
if
they
they drafted
drafted
anybody this
anyone.
year, ain't nobody that you gonna worry about in 2 years. But nah, I
I
mean,
mean, see, that
and
would
then
be that would
The
be my.
Bengals had to restructure Burrow's
Joe
deal
Burrow.
to
They've structured
get
Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
Hold on
yeah,
a
I did
second.
want to touch on that because that's interesting. Because again, you talk
Yeah, they
about
didn't
cheap
draft anybody,
franchises.
Larry. They
Okay,
drafted
I thought
another wide receiver though in the third round, Ted Hurst.
they
okay.
had to restructure his deal to get Lawrence, right? To get Lawrence's deal under the
Yeah,
to
so
get
Joe
that
Burrow restructured
they
his
free
deal
up
today.
10 million or something like that. I
Yeah.
forget, something like that. Yeah.
What does Joe Burrow say?
Nah, man, Joe Burrow. Hey, look,
Well,
man,
he
look.
don't care, bro.
He owned that city. They
Yeah.
better build around him though. They
The
need to
thing
build
Well, I
is,
mean,
around him.
Eventually,
they've been balling this off. I give them that. I mean, they worked on their defense, and hopefully
They
the offensive
addressed the
line holds
elephant
up.
in the room, right?
Yeah,
Serious.
yeah. So they'll be all right as long as the coach doesn't mess it up. But
they quit
I want
drafting
us
guys
to
from Texas
so what?
A&M, and they quit drafting guys from A&M.
That's a true
yeah,
statement.
they love them some Aggies, boy. I tell you,
Yeah, they do.
it's crazy.
It's
Moving
diabolical.
right along, man. The NBA is looking at the Wimby push shove mush on Jalen Brunson,
They
part
already said
of
they're not
the.
going to call it flagrant.
No, no,
Well, I
no.
mean, they're looking at it. I'm not. I mean, they
They
can go
already
back
looked
and
at it.
confirm. Okay,
They already looked
so
at it.
anywho,
Shams just tweeted out that they're not going to do nothing.
well, see again, you got to it before I did. I was reading the article that came across my desk, but Game 3 took place. There's a lot talking about officials. We didn't hear this conversation after Game 1 or Game 2, but here we are.
I think
Dylan, talk to me, big dog. Where's your
if
head at?
you in the New York area, you've heard that conversation about hit it off the pole, off the post. I'm watching the soccer game too now. Listen, um,
The
If
quad
you
box.
up here, they've been talking about the officials. The only thing was that we were up 2-0. Now we're up 2-1. Um, Wemby's a dirty player. I'm sorry. I'll say it. I don't really care. Like it's nasty work what he was doing and crying about it against the Thunder, but like the way he's like every screen that he's a picker, he literally like pushes dudes down. He's grabbing dudes by the head. Like what he did to Brunson is egregious. Like it's not it's dangerous what you're doing there. That's a dangerous play right there. So and then he smiles about it. Like I had more colorful language when I was on the phone with Knicks fans last night to describe Wembanyama. But yeah, I don't like it. But listen, I like the fact that it's physical play. They're letting them play, but they're not calling it down the middle because they want this thing to go 7 games. I'll just say it like that. But I like that Cat. His response is, you know what? It's not the officials. That's not the reason we lost. We can do better. Blah 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 blah. He's saying the right things. Um, the Knicks are a better team than the Spurs. They just are, but they have the best player on the court. That's a freak of nature, and that's the difference. And despite all that, the Knicks should have won Game 3 if it wasn't for the turnovers. It's the turnovers that killed them. It's not the amount of turnovers. It's how they did it. Throwing the ball in the backcourt, nobody's paying attention, like that. The stupid turnovers like that in a 4 point game. That
Yeah.
was the difference. And everybody wants to say Jalen Brunson's playing hero ball. They got away from Cat. Da 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 da. Give the Spurs defense a lot of credit. Everybody in the playoffs has double teamed Brunson to get the ball out of their hands. What are they doing? They said, I got the best defender, perimeter defender on the planet, and Stephon Castle. I'm going to guard you man up, and I'm going to make it your life miserable from half court on. And they're not getting into any type of offense until 8 seconds on the shot clock. So it's a brilliant move. And you know what? The other brilliant move is saying that, you know what, Wemby, you're getting your ass kicked by Cat. I'm going to put De'Aaron Fox on him, and I'm going to let you guard Josh Hart and Rome because you can't handle Cat one on one. And it takes a lot of balls to do that. So give Mitch Johnson credit for that. And I think it frees up Wemby. One, Cat is leaning on him and beating him up Game 1 and Game 2. He's fresher down the stretch. He played the whole fourth quarter. Played the whole fourth quarter because he didn't have to contend with Cat. So the Knicks have to adjust. They have to make an adjustment. I think they will because despite it all, how bad they played last night, they only lost by 4 points. The Knicks are a better team. If they get back to what they're doing, moving the ball and not having everybody, 4 guys on the perimeter standing around watching, if they move that basketball and Jalen just says, I need other guys, I don't have to be hero ball because it's 1-on-1 and I'm waiting for a double team that's not coming. I'm going to move the ball anyway. Knicks are going to take this series. That's it.
So let me ask you this question, and we can throw it around the room.
Sure.
Um, it's been talked about that the Knicks are the better team and everything. That same bonehead mistakes that the Knicks fans are talking about that happened in Game 3, the Spurs made in Game 2. Right? You know what I'm saying? That the Spurs, for all intents and purposes, could be up 2-1. They're down, 1-2 at the moment. So are the Knicks head and shoulders better than the Spurs, or is the youth of the Spurs reeling its ugly head? And I'm gonna give you a two-part one. Okay. How many more times are the Knicks gonna come out flat and get punched in the mouth and have to claw themselves back?
I don't know if it's coming out flat. I think Game 3 was the first time that they felt pressure. They felt the pressure. They felt the weight of 53 years. Okay? And they felt it in the garden. And it was like, we got to win this game. And I think
not that they didn't rise to the occasion, because let's be honest, they were down by 12 points and then they flipped it to be up by 7, 8 points. It was about almost a 20-point turnaround.
Mhm.
So it's not like they didn't, get it together. But I think early in that game, they felt the weight of being like favored and having to win. You know what I mean? So I think they are the better team, 1 through 12. I dare you to put it one to one. Um, I think, like I said, the best player on the court is obviously Wemby. But you know what? Wemby's kind of exposed too. He can't defend Cat, and his offensive game isn't as developed as everybody thinks it is. But that being said, yeah, the Spurs easily could be up 2-1, but they're not because they're young, they're inexperienced, and you know what? They're 1 7-foot 7 guy and a bunch of guards. I think the Knicks could play any type of way they want to. The Spurs have only one way to play, in my opinion. And you know what?
I think that's a tad bit much, but
If Jay Will didn't get hurt, they're not in the finals. How about that?
are we
Hey man,
sure?
I hate to say it, but if Jay Will don't get hurt, the Thunder might be wiping the floor with the Knicks, bro. I'm just being real, bro.
No, and,
I'm
and
just
I
being
and I don't
real.
disagree. I don't disagree with you, Larry. But like, let's be honest, the Spurs, if Jay Will isn't hurt, I
Jay
don't
Will
think
and Mitchell. If Jay Will and Mitchell don't get hurt, like I said, the Spurs, I mean the Thunder are like wiping the floor with a lot of people, a lot of teams.
there you go.
And
I
that's just
don't
how I
disagree
look at
with
it,
that.
bro.
I don't
But
disagree with you. I don't.
I've seen the Spurs play a multitude of different ways, and again, to your point,
I
you
don't
know,
think.
it does help that they do have Wemby, but they can beat you from the inside. They can get in the paint, get the buck. I've seen it happen. Game three was a prime example of what took place. They got in the middle and kicked out, and Dylan Harper went nuclear. Stephon
Dylan
Castle
Harper's
went
super talented,
nuclear.
but they're not an inside team. They can
How can you
slash
not
the
be an
basket.
inside team when you
Well,
got a
I think I wouldn't call them an inside team. I think the thing that you see that pops out for me is like they crash the boards. Anybody who's wearing silver and black, they go to the ball, they go to the hoop, and they when they see the ball out, they go. I think that's what I don't think they're an inside team. It's just they attack the boards. Everybody does. It's not just Wimby. It's everybody. Castle
they
and
attack the
Vassell
rim.
and they
And
they just
that's
they
out of
yeah yeah
that's out of necessity,
yeah
coach. Like because they
yeah.
don't play with another big other than Wemby or Cornette.
I
So
mean, but that's what you're
like
saying, Barry. They don't have size, but they rebound. It's two different
Yeah,
things.
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, yeah. They
But
have
I mean,
guards who
I feel
are willing to rebound, who are willing to like go in the middle and go mix it up. You know what I'm saying? So I
Like
think that's something that
Hart
like
says
helps
that.
them out. Yeah.
Hart says when he grabs a rebound, it's a back-breaking rebound,
yeah.
and the
Oh
guards
yeah.
are the same way on the Spurs. When they grab rebounds, it's like, oh my god, it's a back-breaking rebound because you
Hmm.
don't expect it from those guys. So no, they're super talented. They got guards that can score. They're not prolific scorers. I don't think Castle's anywhere near developed, but he can get a bucket. Harper's amazing. Fox is he's starting to get healthier a little bit, but like I really like the cheat code. It makes it so easy for them to get certain types of buckets. Like they just throw it up
Okay.
near the rim, and then Wemby could just grab it and flick it and into the rim. Like that was a couple of alley oops. Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, in
So
the fourth quarter, there were a couple times where like they just threw it toward the rim, and Wimby just kind of
yeah,
yeah
that's a cheat code. That's a
yeah
cheat code.
yeah.
That's up, down, left, right. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that's
Yeah.
Right.
what
Yeah.
we're talking about right there. So, and it's not to disrespect the Spurs. You get to the finals, you're doing something right. I think the Knicks are a much better team. They're a veteran team, and I think, but the talent on the Spurs is undeniable. They can win this series because of their talent. Don't get
Mhm.
it twisted. I
So I mean,
right. I don't.
to your point, like the Spurs are very talented. You feel as though that the Knicks 1 through 5, or excuse me, 1 through 8. Let's go 9 because Alvarado's in there and Clarkson are better than Caden
Clarkson
Johnson
was
is better than
Clarkson
Dylan
was six
Harper.
Well, I
man of the
mean,
year.
Clarkson got a lot of time last night because
That's the first
Brunson
time he's
got
got minutes, though.
yeah, like Brunson got those four fouls that four foul in the third quarter, and then he
Bridges,
sat he
Bridges,
sat the rest of the third quarter.
Bridges
Yeah,
got the 2 fouls early, and
Yeah,
yeah,
Bridges
Clarkson
got
came
yeah,
off the bench.
fouled.
yeah.
So, but that's the thing. Like Clarkson hadn't played much in this. He hadn't played at all in this series.
No,
They
really
got
haven't played at
hold of
all. Yeah,
him. That's
yeah,
the
he
buttons that they
played
can
out of
push
necessity.
1 through 10. That I don't think the Spurs. Yeah, you could talk about the sixth man of the year, but what has he done in this series? Nothing. What has he done? What has what has Kendon done in this series?
He's still six man of the year. You can't take that away from him.
What has he
I
done
mean,
in
I
this
mean,
series, Larry? Nothing.
Yeah.
He's done nothing.
averaging 11 points a game this series, bro.
Who?
Yeah, bro.
I'm looking at it right now. He's averaging 11
Yeah,
points
bro.
right now versus the Knicks. I'm looking at it right now.
I think that's the playoffs. Not in the.
No,
Dude,
no,
like,
no,
even
no.
like-
They have it broken down. I can pull a screen up right here and show it to you.
Yeah, bro.
Pull
Like
the
I said,
screen
dude,
up, 'cause
I think the Spurs, bro. Real talk. I think that this is just me, bro. I said it when we talked about it. I think either team can win. The Spurs, yeah, they've shown youth, and the Knicks have shown veteran leadership, right? When you get into some of this stuff, Barry, I mean, that's just me. I feel like the Knicks are the refs. People are using it as an
Quad
excuse
11.
because they expected the Knicks to win Game 3, and I'm like, dude, I've been seeing both teams get away with some stuff, and both teams getting called for some stuff. I don't think the refs have determined the outcomes of these games. People are like, oh, the refs this. I'm like, no, there's a lot of stuff that, like I said, Cat, you literally coming down looking like Derrick Henry over here. That's an offensive foul, and they do not call that. Like,
you know what it is though.
that's an offensive foul.
Are
Barry.
in their bag. They're playing just as reckless too. They're getting called for it, and the Spurs pretty much on. Like Larry and Coach, not Coach.
This is where I go with it. Right? And
You guys play more basketball than I do.
Yeah.
What is hand checking? What is hand checking? Do
Uh,
they call that?
they're not
They're supposed to.
They're supposed
Hand
to.
checking is in the eye of the referee. Like if
In
you,
the
if,
eye of the beholder, right?
it's like if you got your hand on him,
Literally are seeing them really get handsy with Brunson or any of the guards that bring the ball up.
Dude, they're
Hard.
getting handsy with a lot of guys. Even
Yeah,
it's on both
that's what I
sides though.
mean, and they're not
It's on-
calling it. But then they
it's
call
on
it
both sides.
like
It's
if you
literally-
look at the missed calls in this series
Dude,
against the Knicks, it's ridiculous.
Hart
8
literally-
free throws to 24 free throws
Hart
in the
literally
fourth
had,
quarter
bro.
is
I'm just being real.
diabolical.
I get they calling some stuff, but Hart literally had Wimby by a chicken wing, and they didn't even call it. Oh, dude, they are not calling it on. Dude, they are literally what's up. Dude, they had to. I'm put like this, bro. And this is why.
Hold on.
This is
Can I school Aaron real quick on this? Game one. He didn't play. Did he play? Yeah, he played. Game 1, 3 points. Game 2, 3 points. Game 3, 7 points. There you go.
Okay. I mean,
I don't know how ESPN got 11.0.
That's the whole playoffs, my guy.
No.
No.
But you can't take
It's
away the
that
fact that he was
versus
six
Look
man
at the
of the year.
recent games.
Is that versus the Knicks? Like, I mean, they did play in the regular season, so could that be just like total, like?
Yeah. I mean, like I say, but you can't take away the fact that that man got a 6 man of the year in his house. He got the trophy sitting in his house. Don't take that away from that man. Like I said, dude, I think
I'm not taking the trophy away from Larry. I'm just saying he's not doing anything in this series.
I mean,
He's barely
he's
even
not doing-
played. The game
He's
3 was the
massive.
most minutes he played. He played 8 minutes in game 1,
but it's-
16 in game 2, and 17 in game
Dude,
3. He's
it's
barely been on the court.
matchups. And I'm not gonna say that's their whole bench, dude. Look at like Champagny. Sometimes Champagny starts, sometimes Vassell starts, depending on which one coming off the bench. That other guy Johnson has gave them good minutes, bro. I'm not saying it's pretty even on paper, right? It's a pretty even series. Like I said,
Hey, bro, I'm gonna shoot you
look at
straight. Check this out. Hold on a second. 7 plus 3 plus 3, divide that by 3. That's 11 points. He's averaging 11 points. He's averaging 11 points this series.
Are you high right now? 7 plus 3 plus 3 divided by 3
Is 11.
7 plus 3 is 10. Plus 3 is 13. Divided by 3.
I'm getting 11.
is 4.33. It's 4.33. Okay, all right. Let me just do this. All right,
It don't matter.
the second is you. We are a
Yeah,
young
it don't matter.
company. We're
Yeah,
putting our
we
business
don't have an
together.
analytics
Hold on,
department. We don't have
hang on,
an
Larry,
analytics
hang on, Larry.
department.
That we are a young company. We are putting our business together. When we get our finances together, Aaron is not allowed to be on that bank account. Okay, he
Hey,
said
let,
7 plus 3 is
we
13
13.
divided
Divide
by
30
three.
divided by. That's what I said, bro. I was like, let's break this down. Seven
we
plus
have an
three
analytics department.
is 10. Plus three is
Look,
13. Now divide that by three.
That is four. That is 4.333.
4.3. I know. I know.
I can do
hey,
that. I did that in my head in 5 minutes
we'll
because I'm a
get,
math guy. Serious, I love you, man. Don't touch the bank account.
dude, we'll get an analytics department and an accountant for
But I
that.
deposited $10. That should be like
Yeah,
$100.
yeah.
But if I can jump in here, like last
Yeah,
week,
yeah, go ahead.
last week I said, hey, we have Wimby, we have Brunson, we have the big guys. I was like, this is going to come down to the other guys. And last night was a key example of that, where it's just like, I mean, for a rookie, Harper's legit, man. And this is a guy who like he's a
And he come
rookie.
off the bench.
He comes off the bench, and
Yeah, he come off the bench.
he is going to be a stud moving forward because he's already just giving minutes. But like you look on the Knicks side, the thing that I said was the Knicks' strength, kind of like Bridges did not have a good game last night. Deuce,
No,
Mc,
it didn't
Deuce
on the
Mc,
floor. You can't put it
like
on the floor.
yeah, he did not wasn't able to like I don't even think he played 30 minutes last night.
I don't think he was able to get into the flow
Yeah,
of the game.
yeah. Deuce McBride didn't play a whole lot. Um, uh, he don't.
You
I
look at
don't.
Landry Shamet didn't hit threes like he was hitting
Yeah, like
before.
Shaman was
He
not
was one for
good.
8 from the floor.
I like serious. You probably got it in front of you. Like, what was Andrew Shaman's like plus minus? It had to be minus like 12,
It was
13.
close. It was
Plus minus
close.
was minus 20.
Oh, see,
Yeah,
like
yeah, that's what I mean.
he was a Shaman who had been a plus like 10, 12 guy was a minus 20 guy last
It was
night.
a minus 20, and then
You
Cat
know,
didn't get a. I don't think he got a bucket in the fourth quarter. I don't think, right?
yeah, I don't think
So
so either. So it's like again, it's like the satellite guys. Like Shaq likes to call them the others. I like to put them a little bit more respect on their names and call them the satellite guys. Like the satellite guys just Mitchell Robinson, he did the best he could last night. He couldn't really get into the flow of the game really.
he only played 7 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, like he couldn't get in.
Yeah,
It's just because
right.
here's the thing, and this is why I thought he was such an important guy. But then it's like the Spurs started to speed things up a little bit, and he just
That's how he can't. Yeah, he can't be on the
and
floor.
that wasn't his thing. And I just feel like again, the Spurs satellite guys played great last night.
You
Like
got
I said,
22
like
points from the Knicks bench. 22 from the Knicks bench.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
That's you can't do that.
dude,
Yeah.
let's keep it a buck. They played great. They played great game too. It just came down to that. Take away that one play that Wembley made, because remember, it wasn't just the turnover; it was a turnover and the foul.
Yeah.
The Spurs could easily be up 2-1. Like I said, bro, it's pretty
But
even matchup.
but
But they're
Barry said
not.
it. Barry said it earlier though. The Knicks just did not move the ball around last night the way they had been doing previously. The ball just got stagnant and they weren't moving the ball around. And that's what I thought would give the Knicks the advantage. Them being able to move
So
the Spurs off their spots and get Wimby to move around where he can't just be stationary down there. And it's like, and they did not do that last night. And I feel like that and then the turnover. So it's like you're not moving the ball around, and then when you are moving it around, you're giving it to the other team. So
and
I mean, you
Wembley,
did get
Wembley
Why
got
go?
off that 3-point line too last night. He got
four.
because he was camping. Wemby, he was camping out a little bit too much in the first two games around that 3-point line,
I mean, he went
and
2
he
for
got.
4 from behind the arc
You know
yesterday.
why? You know
I
why he
mean, he
was
took a
camping,
couple
Larry?
of them.
Because
Took a
he was
couple of
tired.
them, but he was
Because
camping.
Cat was beating him up, and he was
Yeah.
tired. So when they moved him off of Cat and put him on the Josh Hart or Landry Shamet in the corner, he was able to rest, and he didn't have to settle for long shots. He could move, pick and roll down low, and this is why I'm telling you, the Spurs. It was more what
Yeah.
the Spurs did than what Jalen did. The Spurs baited Jalen Brunson. They baited him. They didn't flash the double team at him. They said, "We're going to guard you straight up. You're going to think you can do this hero ball, and you can't because Chad Penny and Vassell and mainly Castle can guard you straight up."
Straight
And
up,
they
yeah.
baited him. That's
Barely.
what they did. They
So
thought
let's put the
Brunson
band-aid
thought
off
he
of
could
it.
go one on one against him. He couldn't do it, and the guys were basically watching him and then waiting for him to get in. They got into passing lanes, made it difficult for him. And let's be honest, the fact that Hart, Bridges and Ananobi are average like ball handlers. They can't bring the
Yeah,
ball up. So if you try to bring the ball up on Champagne or Vassal, they're going to strip them right away.
yeah.
So it has to be Brunson. Brunson has to play 90 feet, and they baited him. The Spurs game plan in Game 3 was what they should have done in Game 1, and they
Yeah.
waited 2+ games to do it. It was brilliant basketball by them. You got to be honest.
No,
But
no, it was like I said, it was fantastic. It was
I,
like again, it's like I knocked the Knicks for like being stagnant, but it's like some of that is the Spurs causing the stagnation, like not letting them to move around freely, and some of that is because they're getting a little handsy. You know what I'm saying? It's like so. It's
They're
like
not going to call it.
they're not gonna call it though. They're not gonna call it. So it's like whatever. Like play ball. Like let's go.
Right?
They're obviously not gonna call it. So like let's the
Until they
you.
call it, I'm
I'm
going to
sorry.
support it.
The U.S. women's team is determined to make this game a draw. They are determined
Yeah,
to make this a draw with Brazil. They
there's
are
some talent.
determined.
There's some talent on Brazil though.
Yeah,
I mean,
there
it
is.
always is. I
hey,
mean, look. Like with the World Cup starting a couple days, it's like yeah, like the crowd shots are gonna be crazy. Like but like they are like I'm sorry, I hate to, but it's just like like I said, I've been watching this instead of hockey, and it's like
nah, watch hockey.
but see, I'm watching the game. I'm actually watching the game. I'm not watching. I'm not looking at the highlights or whatever. I'm watching the game. Like so. Then you've seen the 3 opportunities they've blown in the last 15 minutes. This game should be at least 3-0. But anyway.
It hit off the post, coach. It hit off the damn post. That's what I'm saying. I was trying to talk Knicks and I like couldn't hold it in. Go ahead, Larry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I was,
It's just, this is
I was gonna
ridiculous.
say,
Yep.
I was gonna say, let's rip the band-aid off, bro. Let's rip the band-aid off. What I've noticed in this series is sometimes you can't crown a guy before the guy becomes king, right?
Thank you.
And remember, we got into that whole argument about, oh, Brunson's the greatest Nick ever. Brunson's gonna be better than any other Nick, right? Dude, what is Brunson shooting this series? Brunson's shooting like 30%.
But that's
30%.
great defense.
They've
That's
been
great
beating him
defense.
up. They've been what? Everybody was quick to label out. Oh, he's the greatest Nick ever, ever. And this series, bro, like he's really been average. He's not even.
And it's not that he's being exposed.
Here was the caveat to that discussion. The caveat to that discussion was if Jalen Brunson wins the Knicks the championship.
Sure.
No, people were crowning him already. They were already
Yeah,
crowning him.
that wasn't the argument that we had in the chat.
Yeah, like listen,
No,
we're not
because
gonna do
people
the
were
Brunson
crowning
the
him
greatest
already.
Nick argument. Can we say that another day? Because it's getting to that time. Like I could be up here until like 11:30 arguing with you. I want to save that for another day. But no, like
People were
listen,
crowning him, though.
it's
People were-
hard. It's hard to win 4 games in the finals, and I think the Knicks are figuring that out now, which is fine. You win the first 2 games. Like I listen. We all go back to we're old enough to know '93, the Knicks being up 2-0 on the Chicago Bulls. It's hard to win those last 2 games.
Yep.
And especially when you coming back home and you got the weight of the city on you and the weight of the world on you. It's hard. So listen, Brunson isn't being exposed. Brunson's a great player and he's not selfish. He's not doing this because he wants to be a hero and get that MVP. He thought that was how he needed to play because that's what the matchup dictated. That's what the defense dictated. And no, no. Like you better keep moving that basketball.
Yeah.
So now they got to figure out a way to have when he's not going to guard Cat because Wemby can't guard Cat.
No.
And he won't admit that, and he can sit there smirk and smile. And I'm not the villain like Trey Young. Whatever, dude. You were getting your ass kicked by Cat. You were getting your ass kicked, and you're not guarding him now, right? So now the Knicks have to figure out a way to get the offense going with Wemby being a roamer. How do you get the offense going? And they
But
did
then
figure it out.
The Knicks got to figure out how to Cat stay his ass out of foul trouble because he's getting a lot of fouls.
Cat wasn't in foul trouble. I don't think.
He wasn't in foul trouble though.
This game.
That's the
This
thing
game.
that's diabolical.
But
And those 2 quick fouls in game 2 were BS. I mean,
That was crazy.
come on,
It
bro.
was,
Like,
but I'm just saying.
and
but
a
Cat-
lot of these fouls are BS, man. Like Cat getting fouled underneath the rim with by Wemby, or I think it was
Bear, take your Knicks head off, bro.
like it's looks like that. and I'm not gonna sit here and argue with the
It's
refs.
both.
I'm just saying, God, call it both ways, my dude. You know
It
what I mean?
is,
It's
bro.
frustrating.
I mean, but but the Knicks are getting away with a lot too, bro. They're getting away with a whole lot. If you literally sit down and watch the game, they're getting away with a lot,
Yeah,
bro.
but are
And
they
like
getting
the
are they
the refs didn't.
getting away with an F5 in the middle of the court?
They
Like that's
okay. Look,
essentially what Wemby did
but did
to
they?
Alvarado. But like seriously,
But did anybody tell? But anybody tell?
Alvarado, he
Did
did an
anybody tell Hart to go
F5.
kick
You
this
know what I'm
dude?
saying?
But did anybody tell anybody? I know that's still been a foul. But anybody tell Hart to go kick this dude?
But
Like he should have
that's the
did that.
frustration because you're
He
not
should have
getting
did
any
that.
calls, and that was frustration.
No,
I'm
he was just
surprised Brunson
no.
didn't
He was
like mad at Wemby. Like go
Yeah,
pretty
I'm
at him.
surprised he didn't do
I
that
mean,
either.
yeah, that's the egregious part of it. But like I said, if you watch these games subjectively, the Knicks have been being real handsy. Like they taking their strategy like everybody's did. We're gonna body Wimby up. Like, dude, Wimby could really foul out a lot of the Knicks if they called every foul that they do
Oh,
them. They do a
absolutely.
lot of dirty stuff to them. They
Just
do
like
a lot of
you
dirty stuff
call
to them.
everything on Shaq, right back in the day, right?
Yeah, you
Right.
don't
As much as
don't
he used
call
to
it.
get whacked.
And like I said, dude, even if you look at like, I'm not taking the Spurs side. I'm just saying it's going both ways. It was a play, and I remember because Wimby had somebody like boxed under. The dude was so tall, he just literally just like turned around and just like dunked it. When he had, I think
Hmm.
it was somebody he had on the Knicks pinned underneath the goal. He just literally caught it, and the dude was hanging on his back while he was dunking the ball in. It was no n one, no nothing. And I'm like, dude, to me, I feel like it's both ways with the exception of the Wembley tech. That should have been a tech on Wemby. Except aside from that, they both being real handsy. They both
Yeah,
playing like it's 1990, and the refs are calling some stuff and some stuff they're not.
yeah. But
And they
Wemby should
need,
have three technical fouls in, or at least two flagrants in attack in this
but
series right now.
but it's a bunch of Knicks that should have 6 fouls and fouled out the game too. It go both ways. It go both
But you
ways,
feel
bro.
like
It
he
go
should
both
have got
ways.
double text with Mitchell
It go both
Robinson.
ways.
He should have got a flagrant with.
And
He should have got a flagrant two
dude,
with Alvarado, and probably a flagrant two with Brunson.
Yeah.
but you know what? You know why I go back and I'm gonna say this, bro? Because I'm a guy. I don't like refs determining my games. I'm gonna say this, and I said it in the chat. This is when the refs they need to take control of the game and say, "Hey, look,
Yes,
stop this.
yes.
We're gonna call this stuff. Like, stop this.
That's
You need to
what's
take
really
control of this."
bothering me, Larry. That's what's bothering me. It's like I see both sides.
But it's
I
like
see the
real
Spurs
for
fouling. I see the Knicks fouling. But like especially game two, like you gotta get as a referee, you gotta get control of this series. You gotta get control of this, and they're not doing it.
They're not doing
That's
it.
he
what's
Yeah,
bothering me.
because you referenced the '90s. We all reference the '90s and stuff like that. And here's the beautiful thing about like old quote unquote old school basketball. Look, they would let them go. They would let them go. They let them go. But then there would be a point to where like they'd be like, all right, guys, we
Yeah.
let y'all we let y'all go. But now let's play some basketball. Okay,
Here's the thing that
that's
we're gonna run
it.
into, though,
You know.
gentlemen. Like going into game four, it's gonna be so ticky tack, and if you look at it wrong, and if you breathe on it wrong, the whistle's gonna be all over the place. Because, I mean, to Villain's point, there should have been some fouls that should have been called, and now Mike Brown has made a stink about it, and may have got fined, and whatever the case may be, and so going into game four, if you breathe on a guy wrong, the whistle's being blown. So like they're gonna swing from one end to the spectrum to the other. You know what I'm saying? They
And
need to live
so
in the middle.
Wemby has to be aggressive
Yeah.
because he's the one that's drawing those fouls. He's got to be aggressive right out the gate and get those fouls called on. To your point, serious. Like Mike Brown has put the hammer down and said, "Okay, we've had enough. Now they're going to call it tight, and
Yeah.
it's on those guys to be aggressive, and it's on the players to be responsive to that." So
Over under free throw attempts for Brunson. I'm setting it at 14.
yeah, I think
Dude, so
10. I think we were 10.
I
so
think
I'll put
he'll
my dude.
probably get under that, but
I think the
maybe
Knicks take Game 4 tomorrow. I really do.
you know.
I think they do. I think the weight of Game 3 is off of them. Now they can refocus and lock back in because they lost that game and they should have won. Like in my opinion, they should have won. Just for the way they were playing, they don't do that, Larry. Listen, they were up in this
Bro,
game. They were up in this game.
dude.
Turnovers be damned. You could say however you want, but turnovers be damned. They had a really good shot of winning this game. If you're in the Knicks locker room, you felt like you let this one slip away.
Dude, you know
So
what? You
Like
know
the
what?
Spurs
You know
did
what the
game
most
two.
egregious part? You know what the most egregious part about the refing to me out of all this stuff? If you're in the act of shooting a shot, right, and there's a loose ball fall away from the ball fall, right, that basket counts, right,
mhm.
right,
Hmm.
dude. When they called the push in the back on Mitch Robinson, bro, they took away that Wemby basket, bro. This game may not have been that close, bro. That was a 4 point play. They took
Yeah, but
away.
he pushed them in the
And
back.
but if you look at the entirety of the play, dude, I told my homeboy, I said, but even if you did, the basket is supposed to count, bro. If I'm shooting a three and my guy's boxing out and you block
That
and
was
you
before
foul
the
that
shot.
guy, no, it
Hmm.
wasn't. He was in the act of shooting, and that's the whole reason why Mitch Robinson closed out at him because he was in the act of shooting. And if you look at the play, take your head out, Barry. I want you to go back and look at it. You know who pushed Johnson? It was Brunson. Brunson had his forearm in his back while he was pushing Miss Robinson. Go back and look at it, bro. And they're supposed to look at the entirety of the play. They did not look at the entirety of the play. Go back and look at it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Larry is a
Go
Spurs
back and
fan,
look
and
at
he
it.
don't admit it right
No,
now.
I'm not. I'm
It's
just
really
telling you.
sad. It's really sad what
If
he's doing. You should be
if
rooting
you
for the
look,
Knicks. You should be on my
no,
side,
bro.
Larry.
Well,
You don't
I
like the
said they're
Spurs. You
both.
should be on my side, Larry.
I said they're both getting away with it. But if you look at the entirety of the play, Wembley was in the act of shooting prior to the foul. And if you look at the entirety of the play, Brunson had his elbow in Johnson's back while he was pushing Miss Robinson. You got to look at the
Life is
entirety of
harsh.
the play.
I mean, they did. That's part of the replay. They do look at the entirety of the
Yeah,
play.
But they didn't call
yeah.
it. They didn't call it. And like I said, if
Yeah,
you look at it,
they looked at
They looked
replays
at
for
it.
the
They,
yeah, they
dude,
said we
dude.
not. They what they said was
Castle ran over Brunson,
they
and they didn't call a flagrant. Like, what are we
because it
talking about
wasn't
here,
it wasn't a flagrant. It was a foul. That wasn't a flagrant.
Larry? All right, okay, Larry. He ran
That wasn't a
right
flagrant.
through him. He did not
Who went
try
for the
to avoid
rebound?
him in any way. He
They
ran
grabbed
right
the
for
through him.
rebound.
rebound.
They
Right.
grabbed they grabbed rebound.
Life is
Dude,
harsh, Larry. Hug me. Don't reject me. Please come
dude,
back.
I'm just saying,
Come
bro.
back.
No, I'm just saying, bro. I think it's both sides, bro. It's both sides, and the refs they
Come
gotta.
back. Come back. We don't.
The,
You don't have to cheer for the Spurs.
I'm gonna
Come
put it
back.
like this, bro. No, I'm gonna just put it like this. Like I love '90s basketball. I don't want to see '80s basketball. You talking to three Rockets fans over here? You know when the King Akeem was known for in the '80s?
Fighting,
Fighting,
knocking
fighting,
people
He
out,
was knocking
choking
cats
choking
out.
people.
people out. I
For,
don't
for
want to see
before
that.
before he found Islam
Yeah, yeah.
was
Yeah, he
terror.
was
Was he?
Like,
known.
Was he always Islamic? Was he? I thought he was in college and stuff.
mm-mm.
I don't remember, but I know in
Mm-mm.
the in the '80s
He
in
came he was an absolute savage. And then
the
like and then he found Muslim or I would say he started really practicing it and then kind of calmed down a whole lot. You
in the
know,
'80s he was
yeah,
known for his
Yeah.
left hook.
hmm
Yeah. Well, listen. I think the Knicks will get game four. I think this is a must-win for the Knicks. I think they're going to come out desperate, and I think they're going to make adjustments, and they're going to get this game. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Spurs won it, to be honest with you, but I think the Knicks will pull it out. That's what I think.
Jeez Louise, this game is not going to end until Brazil scores a goal. I swear.
Nope.
This
They
game is
want
not going to.
These girls
the only
is
one buried up right now.
If I was a U.S. women's team, get out of there alive. Get
yeah.
out of there alive
This,
because
this is a
Brazil they're
mess.
going to continue. They're going to continue to do
You see
this
that elbow?
until
You see
like
that elbow?
Yeah.
I'm watching. It's like this is getting out of hand. I'm
They
sorry if
gave it
you're
a red
listening.
card and everything.
Yeah,
They got a couple
if you're
cards.
listening or watching this, like you can go back and watch it. It's like the Brazil women are mad, and now they are completely just attacking the U.S. women. Now this is assault. That's assault, brother. Look at that. Like I mean, like,
She's like, get away from me.
Barry
She's
wanted
like,
to
get
play
away
triple
from me.
like they,
overtime.
I would pull the team off because it's like
Yeah.
this is gonna get
Correct.
ugly. Because like obviously like that's the second red card. Like this is
Yeah,
like this is ridiculous. Like
they're in the 99th minute. Like, what the
like I said,
hell?
like I said, because they keep knocking the girls on their ass to the USA, so that they have to stop. That's the one of the things I kind of like
I know
and
they're
kind of
not
don't
gonna
like
get
about
it.
soccer. You know what I'm saying? But it's like so they're going to play this game. This is going to get to 105 6 minutes, and they're going to play this game until Brazil scores a goal. Like I would pull the team out. Like,
the chicken wing.
Yeah.
Talk about the
I
chicken
know.
wing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, and then she's still on the ground. They do. They do. You talk about NBA flopping, like the soccer players, like. Mm,
She got legit whacked because that's a big
but she
old lady
did. But
that's a
she's
big old lady that like
if you don't get your ass up and get off the ground, come on now.
they got to get out of there. They got to get these girls out of here safely because
It's
Barry
it's
not.
said a
like
bad
And,
word.
and
Barry
this is
said
a
a bad word.
friendly at that. There ain't nothing friendly about this joint.
that ain't
Sorry,
no
bro.
flop. She whacked her real good. Like I was like, good grief, this is insane.
Y'all watching this Argentina joint up too?
I,
Y'all
I
watching
got I
that one?
got I got multi-view. I got
Yeah, I
multi-view.
got the
You got
quad
one
box right
too.
now.
I
Man,
got
that's
I got
crazy.
I got Brazil, USA. I got Argentina, and then I got Carolina, Vegas. So
Yeah.
right, Larry, we
Um,
multi-viewing it
Dude,
up.
hey, look, yeah, bro. I got a bad feeling though that man, it's. I think this game might go into overtime again because Carolina's only up a goal, and two goals don't mean nothing in this series, bro. It's like
No, it
Three
don't.
Carolina
goals don't
getting
mean anything.
two
Four
goals
goals
don't
don't
mean
mean anything.
It's
nothing.
4-3 now with 5 and some change left, man. So we will
Yeah,
see.
that
But
don't
let me get
mean
you guys out
nothing.
of here, man. Crazy show, man. We done ping ponged all over the place. Coach, you know what to do. Get us out of here, big dog.
All right. As I continue to say and will always say whenever we get to this part of the show, see the show, share the show. Make sure you're on the socials. Make sure you rocking with us, man. Like we love doing this. Another hashtag Total Sports Tuesday.
Man, no, Messi's so good. I
Yeah,
swear.
yeah, he's nasty work, man. My goat. I know people
Yeah,
like Cristiano Ronaldo, but like Messi's
yeah,
just
man,
like
no,
he's
Messi's
the
so
goat.
good.
Yeah. But anyway, so like y'all know how I close it out, man. God is good.
All the
Time.
time.
Make sure you drink y'all water, and of course,
She just slammed her in the face.
I'm sorry. This is getting ridiculous. This is getting awful. This is like I said, they gotta get them. And if you notice, everybody in the crowd is moving closer and closer to the pitch. They gotta get these women out of here because it's for to get ugly. It's for to get ugly in there. But anyway, from Shaolin to where you are, get them dubs up. Wu
Yeah,
Tang is
Brazil.
for the children, and say a prayer for the U.S. women's soccer team that they get out of Brazil alive.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Peace.
gonna be a problem. Appreciate you, big dog, man. Larry, you know what to do. Get us out of here, big homie.
Hey man, look, like I said, I always echo what Steve saying. I'll be like, man, turn on your notifications, man. Turn on your notifications. We got more stuff cooking up. Hopefully Nana Show will be back in the business, back in the house, taking care of business. Serious, hey, with it still a show. Barry, whenever you ready, bro, we could do a joint, man. We could do a joint. Hey, especially we playing each other this year. We could do a joint. Bring your big blue nation. We'll be on with the forever.
He coming. He
Uh,
coming.
Hey, look, while y'all playing around, I almost slipped my mind. The best thing I liked about that whole Knicks game 3 was that people booing from $10,000 seats.
That was beautiful.
Come on, we agent. We don't give Agent Orange no love on this show. We don't give him no love.
Hey, look, hey, that's the one thing I did love about it. But I'm gonna say
My man
this in
took
my
a nap
closing.
because he was so overcome with emotion.
Nah, hey, that's brutal. How people be sitting up here like, oh yeah, no, this is what happened. No, what really happened? The unedited version is nah. But yeah, like I say, I love to see that. Yeah, I'm in my $500,000 seat, but I'll close out like this. Serious. Hey, when you get to your closing, man, I want you to echo it all the way from the high rafters all the way down when you say about your closing, bro. And I'm gonna leave it at that. You know where I'm going
Appreciate
with
you,
that.
big. Appreciate you, big dog, man. You know what to do, man. Get us out of here. Oh, they fighting for real, for real. They fighting.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
fighting.
The game is over, and they got to get. They trying to get him off the
They
This is
fighting.
crazy.
Oh, the
They fights.
scoundrel.
This is crazy. It's dirty, rotten scoundrels out here. Listen, thank you so much, everybody, for watching us. We got stuff all week. We got the backstage business tomorrow. I probably will not be there. I'll be Knicks heavy. Coach, we need you tomorrow. Come in, talking to this Knicks talk. I'll be watching. I mean, I'll be doing the Knicks stuff, and then I need you to talk about Dirty Dom and Oba and all that good stuff. But listen, we got a lot of stuff brewing too. The website is coming. It's almost here. We almost ready. We almost ready. So really excited about that. We'll be blogging on there. I got blogs sitting in the hopper, ready to go. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. I appreciate everybody rocking with us and being patient with us. Serious,
appreciate you, Phil, doing the show with you guys, Larry and Steve and everybody, Coach and LG and Miss Stacy and Corey, everybody. So I'm out. Support your local villain. I'm out.
Appreciate you, big dog, man. Yo, it's gonna be a couple days before we see him again. He probably will not pop in tomorrow. Locked in for Game 4. Man, it's your boy Sears up in that 412 and the 7-3. Such a privilege and pleasure doing this show with you guys on tonight, man. As I always say, man, I appreciate everybody for rocking with us, man. Further right now from the Does podcast. Wrestling Mamas, Wicked Bitter, Sid Virginia, Kayla Kayfabe, so many people that, come alongside us and help us push this thing forward. Looking forward to sharing the space with them all, man. As Villain alluded to, tomorrow we're back in the building, backstage business, talking about everything around the world of the WWE. The European tour has come to a close. We'll talk about King and Queen of the Ring stuff. We're talking about SummerSlam possibilities. If you are under a rock and missed what took place on yesterday's Monday Night Raw, Corey and I and Villain are kind of ticked off about what took place. We'll talk about that on tomorrow, man. Always close out my shows like this, man. God is good, even though sometimes people are not, man. God bless you guys. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.